Are you ready, kids?
Yeah!
I can't hear you.
Yeah! No!
So a quick recap of the frontside board slide. Make sure that you do the drills over and over and over again to get the feeling of the counter rotation of the frontside board slide. It's going to make it that much easier. Find your drop-in point. Once you drop in, go straight. Do not try to do any kind of setup turns or wash speed before you hit the rail. It's going to throw you off. Approach the rail nice and low and centered. Do a nice clean ollie and get up and over the rail, but not too high. You just want to be a couple inches over and land as gently as possible. As your board starts to go over the rail, counter-rotate your upper and lower body, getting into the frontside board slide position with the board 90 degrees perpendicular to the rail, with you looking down the rail, proper position, hands out like a T, lower body rotated, landing on the rail as gently as possible, maybe a little bit more towards the front foot rather than right between the legs. As you land on the rail, hold this position. As the end of the rail comes, simply counter-rotate your upper and lower body once again, land with equal weight on both feet, and ride away. Now, if you're going for the frontside board slide to switch, then you're going to want to land blind, nice and relaxed, and then begin looking down your shoulder, underneath your armpit, nice and relaxed, nice and slow. As you land on the bar, controlled, begin to change your gaze underneath your armpit, going down the rail. And as the end of the rail comes, simply open up your upper body, finish the rotation, land with equal weight on both feet, and ride away clean, switch. Some common problems with the frontside board slide are that riders don't get the board fully 90 degrees. And the reason that they're doing this is they're a little bit afraid of the frontside board slide going backwards down the rail. The key to fixing this is to do it over and over again on flat boxes. Just going 50-50 to frontside board slide, really focusing on getting that board 90. The other thing that you can do is dry land strain at home more and more and more, and continue to visualize the trick until it becomes second nature. It's going to be hard at first, and you're really going to have to think about it, and then you're going to land it. It's going to get easier and easier, and then eventually when you do it right, it's going to become second nature. And that's what all this training is for. Do the dry land training at home over and over. Do the training on the snow, and when you go to the rail, it's going to be so much easier, and the trick's going to be programmed in your body. Another common problem with the frontside board slide is that some riders will ollie too high, so they'll be 6 inches, maybe even a foot over the rail, and they'll come slamming down, and it's much harder to keep your balance that way. So it's very important to get your board just up and over the rail, maybe just a few inches, 2 to 4. Obviously get it high enough to get over the bar, but you want to land as gently as possible. It's really going to help you to get into the proper position, brace the impact, and hold positioning rather than going up and down, which is really going to throw you off and jar you. Many riders with the frontside board slide have the fear of catching their heel edge and going backwards. So another big common problem is when you're on the rail and you're getting into the frontside board slide position, is rather than looking down your arm and underneath, is standing up and looking up and over, or extending your legs. So the key here is to get nice and low, bend your legs, and keep your gaze down your arm. Nice and low and underneath, not up and over. If you look up and over when you're going to land switch, you're going to fall back this way. So you want to look under the arm. And the same thing when you're going down the rail to regular, you want to keep your arm gaze underneath your arm. It's going to keep your body in the correct position. As always, when learning any trick, remember to visualize it over and over again before you land it. Visualize it with confidence. See yourself do it perfectly before you go and try, because it's going to program the trick into your system, set you up for success. Thank you so much for watching my video on learning the frontside board slide. I hope that it was helpful. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. If you've already mastered the frontside board slide and it's much better than mine, throw some tips below. Your own advice. Help riders that are coming up trying to learn these things. Snowboarding is all about fun, sharing, riding with your friends. So feel free to comment, share below, like the video, and like I said, any questions, comments, or concerns, post them below and I'll be sure to get back to you, help you learn that frontside board slide.